So if we want to create a static camera for bigger rooms, not entirely sure how we'd want to go about it. Originally, how I did it was with our player node. We'd basically check if the player was above our bounds, and if they were, we would just push it up. We would handle that in our player. Oh, let me see something. It was in our camera, actually. So yeah, we would just add to our limits here. We could technically do the same thing. We could basically just check if the player... if we enter a room, we'd set our bounds to whatever we were closest to. So if we were closer to the bottom limit, we would just set the top limit to equal the bottom limit minus 180, like right here. We wouldn't be able to create rooms that started at the center, but I think that's fine, at least for now. But we'd also need to make sure that all of our rooms are, they're like consistent looking. So for this room in particular, room 20, or actually let's look at a different room here. What room was that? This was... Yeah, room 70, it's too big, and it's a little inconsistent here because we're like one tile down. But yeah, we should try it with this one because this would be the perfect example. We would have to raise this a bit. Let's raise it to up here. We'll actually test it out in this room. Move this here for now. We could theoretically start it in the middle of the room. There would just be more math involved. Basically, what I would have to do is like, if we grab the bounds, we'd have to divide them into sections of 180 or sections of 320, and we'd have to figure out like which section is the player closest to. But I don't feel like dealing with that right now, and I probably won't deal with that anytime soon, just because it's a little hard. No, it's not hard. It's just tedious. We're trying to bang out some of this stuff quickly. All right, so this room is technically 3 rooms right now, and what we're gonna do is in our world script, if we have a static camera, we should also make sure that this static camera is true. So let's go back into room 82 and set static camera to true. Hopefully it saves in our world. It doesn't save. I think if we create a new instance of it, it would save, but for now, we'll just check it. There we go. So basically, if we have a static camera, we're going to check if the player's position is closer to the bottom limit or if it's closer to the top limit. So we'll say limit top is basically... Okay, yeah, so we'll do this. Player... Oh. Just make sure we have a player node, which we do, and it's called player. So we could just grab vector vector to of 0 to our limit top, and I think what we'd actually want to do is figure out based on the camera limit bounds. So we actually might want to push this up a bit. Yeah, we'll push this all the way to the top. This will be your max bounds no matter what. And we'll say distance to camera dot min bounds dot y. Declare dot global position dot distance to vector 2 of 0 camera min bounds dot y is greater than all of this, but here is going to be max bounds. It's a pretty long statement. But over here, if our min bounds is higher, so if the top part, if we're closer to the top part, actually no, this would be if we're closer to the bottom part, we'd basically say camera dot limit bottom is equal to our camera dot min bounds, or technically max bounds right here is the, so I kind of have this switched. Max bounds is actually the top here and min bounds is the bottom. Should probably rename that, or we could just, oh man, I gotta make sure like I stay consistent with all these. I actually don't think we use camera bounds anywhere in our code. Let me just make sure, because if not, I'm gonna change it now. World 7 code and our editor uses the max bounds. So this is editor world, which is basically just the replication of world 0. So yeah, we could change it now. Nothing's really using max bounds right now, so we'll say min bounds dot y and max bounds dot y. That way, just everything stays consistent. Alright, so if our distance to our min bounds dot y is greater, camera dot limit bottom is going to equal max bounds dot y. And then we'll have another else statement, basically just doing the same exact thing, but for our min bounds. And we still need to account for camera limit left. We could actually leave this outside. These values won't change no matter what, unless actually theoretically we could change it if we decide to make a room that's like wider on the x-axis, but I haven't thought that far ahead. But it would just be a matter of including another if statement checking for the x-axis. We're not gonna do that today. Usually I don't bound anything on the x-axis, only except for like the max bounds, but that's it. Alright, I'm actually, yeah, so this should work. The only thing left to do is in our player camera, we want to have these if statements again. So if player dot global position dot y is less than our limit top, limit top okay, yeah. You know what's weird though is that I don't have anything checking for our max bounds. Maybe max bounds doesn't even matter too much now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think we are going to be using max bounds. But who knows, maybe it'll come in handy one day. So if player.globalPosition.y is less than our limit, top limit. Oh, and we also want to make sure that we have to check for our world here. We don't actually have a reference to our world just yet. So I think I'll do that in our ready function. Let me think. So we only want this running if static camera is true. So let's do this. I think we actually already have a current world's node. Let me just make sure. Current room, current world, yeah. So what we could say, wait, we want current room. Yeah, so if hopefully this saves correctly. Current room, yeah. If current room dot static camera is equal to true, there we go. Give me 1 second. Whoa, what happened here? End scene doesn't seem to work. Invalid index static camera. Export var static camera. It must be current room isn't correct. No, it is current room. So I wonder why. What we could try doing. So it might be because this is in our physics process, we don't actually have a reference to this object just yet. So let me think. Maybe what we'll do instead is we'll say var. We'll actually set a variable every time we enter a room, whether or not there should be a static camera. So we'll say we'll actually say var static camera is equal to false. Yeah. And then over here, we'll just say if static camera. There we go. Global position.y. We're having this be ran in this if statement. We don't want that. Leave it like that. Alright, there we go. Is there an error? Okay. And then in our world, for move camera, what we'll do is when we enter this position, if no.staticCamera is equal to true, we'll actually just say camera.staticCamera is equal to true. And then in this else here, we'll also say camera.staticCamera is equal to false. And there we go. So yeah, we have a static camera right now. You got some funky stuff going on though. Yeah, first instance of the room, it doesn't seem to work properly. Let me try something. I wonder if it has to do with being spawned in the room, or if it has to do with just the initial like boundaries being set up. No, yeah, okay. So when we die, it gets fixed. Oh, and then the camera is still moving actually, so we'll have to figure out what's going on there. Let's see. We do have. Wait. Global position.x is equal to our player global position, and then over here, if it's true. So our limits might not be set up properly. Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah. So limit bottom should not be max bounds. It should be camera.maxBounds, and then yeah, you messed up here. Camera.limitTop is equal to camera.minBounds.y, and camera.limitBottom is equal to camera.maxBounds. It would be .minBounds plus 180. And there we go. And now, we jump up here. Yeah. So yeah, we still have to work on the level design and the camera movement, but now... Now it works properly. And yeah, we just have to fix these rooms now. So yeah, we can go ahead and start working on the level design. So for this room, what was that, room 70? Yeah, room 70. Basically, I mean, since we're already here, what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna stick to the structure. You can see these like big, like I have a grid in the game, but then we also have these like larger grids, and this is basically the bounds of our camera. So that'll kind of guide me on like where to go. It's actually a little off. Like technically this is the bound. Oh wait, no, maybe this is the bound. I hope this is correct. This goes up to 23. The next one should go up to 46. Okay, yeah. I just realized one thing that might happen is if we die in this room, we get respawned here, and then the bounds are going to fix themselves again. For like a split second, literally it's going to be like 1/60th of a second. There's going to be a point where our camera starts right here, and then it's going to teleport back up here. So a way around that is that in our world scene, we're going to have to make sure that if our player's global position is slightly higher than these limits, then we're gonna keep raising it until it's not anymore. So I need to make sure that that happens. I won't worry about it just now. Actually, It might not even be noticeable, but we'll see. We'll see right now. You know, I'm just gonna delete all of this. You know, we can probably get rid of this. Oh no. Okay, so there is one issue here. Seems like we're one tile too high, and our camera bounds get messed up when we die here. I wonder what happens if we can't even leave. Yeah, that's very strange. Because now our camera bounds are like... Actually, no, I think that makes sense. But, yeah. Something is still wrong here. So we're running that run at move camera function. Whoa, what's going on? We're running that move camera function whenever we hit one of these blue boxes here. So I think that's actually what our issue is. So yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, our camera bounds are still a little messed up here. And I think it's 8 pixels. It's off by 8 pixels. So let's see. Our room seems to be the correct height. I'm gonna try dropping it down one tile. We'll see if that fixes it. So yeah, that does fix it. And then if we die, we are manipulating... Huh. And then at this point, our camera limit just gets screwed up for some reason after we die. So if we die in the same room, our limit bottom is set to the original camera max bounds, and then our limit top is set to the camera's min bounds, and limit bottom is set to min bounds plus 180. It doesn't matter too much, we're only handling this one right here. Oh, I think I see what happened. When we die here, static camera is set to false. Which is strange. Let me see something. Oh, I guess we never saved camera, static camera here. That's why. So yeah, it should work now. And then we die. Yeah, we still have a static camera. Okay. So yeah, the next thing that might give us an issue is these blue boxes here. Try them out. The positioning of them needs to get fixed because of these the raycasts on them kind of like manipulate their position, but once we'll go at it one step at a time. There we go. What was that? Yeah, we'll have to fix this room. But yeah, this is a lot nicer. I won't have to worry about creating multiple rooms to get like an effect like this. Like all of them will be pretty like consistent with each other. Oh, I didn't check to see. Oh yeah, it did work out. I didn't see if it like lagged or anything. I don't think it did. Let me try one more time. If we die in the second room, I want to see if anything happens. It's like out of the ordinary. Yeah, so you can kind of see it. It actually flashes for a split second. But actually, I think that's just the background. I'll have to fix that. It's not a big deal. What's actually happening is that our room is disappearing and then reappearing. What we could do is just add like a black scene or like a black overlay so you don't see anything before the room gets instanced. Alright, let's fix this. So this room is good. We want to make sure it reaches up to that deep purple line. So there is one more issue um, with setting camera limits. Let's see here. We need to make sure the camera limit is actually not 180 pixels, but 176 pixels. I'm pretty sure. So if we go into our world here, -1. Wait, it's still. Yeah, it would be 176. Or would or would it? We'll see. Yeah, so our initial boundaries they're somehow wrong. Okay, actually, so technically, I think this is correct. Even though we can see the top part of it. Yeah, so fixing the max bounds actually needs to be adjusted. Max bounds, we're always like split off. Like, so if we look at our room here, 180 pixels is actually halfway between this top part and we go all the way up here. 180 pixels hits this point right here, not right there. And we're setting our bounds to be that point right there. And then we're setting that point right there to determine the bounds for our bottom section. We're saying add 180 pixels. So it's basically cutting off 4 pixels that we need. So what I'll do for our world here, for our min bounds right here, I'll actually say plus min x plus 4. I don't know if we need to do the same thing for the max bounds, but let's try it. So we're getting cut off down there, and then let's see. So going in, we're hitting this spot right here. And I don't think it should be hitting it, but unless maybe I just messed up where I placed the tile here. Yeah, so I did actually mess it up. It should be right here. So that's that. And then if we die here, this is correct, but I think when we drop back down, it gives us an issue. What I think happens here, let's try dying. Yeah, when I die, it like resets it and puts it back closer to the bottom. Oh wait. So what I could do, what I think is happening here, based on our global position, we basically, this is where we set the camera bounds, and in that second room, we're actually closer to the top. No, we actually aren't closer to the top, but it's still giving us some issues. I think it has to do with maybe the max bounds here. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm stupid. camera bounds are still a little messed up. I don't know why. You know what I'm gonna do? I need to set like indicators in a room so that I know exactly where these boundaries should be. Because another thing that's odd is that we technically we should be seeing the bottom of this, but we should only be seeing half of this texture right here. But sometimes we're seeing half of the spikes or the full tile right here, and it's hard to visualize exactly what's happening unless I add like an icon here. So we should only be seeing the top of the Godot icon. Make it really small. Like that. Similarly. We should see, why can't I, there we go. So we should see the full Godot icon and full Godot icon here. If it's anything other than that, then we've messed up. Actually, wait, no. That's wrong. We should be seeing half of the Godot icon. But the full Godot icon on the bottom. Alright, so in this case, we see half of this and full of this. That should be switched. But then sometimes we see even more than that. And right now we don't see anything on the bottom. Okay, so at least we know what's going on. Our min bounds here. Oh, I know what's happening. Our min bounds is technically right here, where technically it should be right here, but it's right here right now. So what we'll do, our max bounds should actually be +8, and our min bounds, will it matter? No, yeah, and our min bounds should be 0. And there we go. But, you know, the bug still happens when we switch over. So, like, when we're in this room, it's fine, but then the second we go into the next room, does it mess up? It does mess up. Unless we hit, yeah. Okay. So, when we're going into another room, we are running all of this code again. If non-static, if it's a static camera, we grab the global position. And we're saying limit top is equal to max bounds minus 180, and I guess that's our issue, but the thing is, our camera should be updating it correctly. Don't know, man. Hey, how's it going, Yusa? I'm actually looking at your profile right now, Yusa. You also make games in Godot. Oh wow, you're up. You're up early, huh? You're also working on a platformer. Or that's what your latest video is. Why are you up so early? So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with our player camera. Like, limit top, limit bottom. If our limit bottom is this should actually never happen, so we shouldn't be worried about that. It's literally this. This is what's messing us up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna check if this is what's messing us up. What I'm gonna do, we could check if we're in the same room. Or you know what I'll just do? Oh, let's get rid of this print statement. So yeah, it's fine here. Then we go up. And let's see. So currently our limit is negative 228 by negative 48. And if we were to drop down, I don't want to mess this up. Apparently it's still negative 228, negative 48. Very strange. And if we go up, well, actually, it might have been. I know why. We actually don't know what our limits here are until we jump here. All right, let's do this again. Is this right? Okay, negative 228, negative 48. This is what it should be all the time. Then we go up here. We hit this collision shape. And you know what it is? Actually, this isn't being ran. It's actually our camera movement that's messing it up. I do want to finish this, but I do have to use a bathroom. And it's probably going to take a while, so I'm probably going to just end the stream here. But I will... I don't know. We'll see if I start another stream. Wow, damn, I've only been streaming for 18 minutes? Damn, that's actually... kind of sad. It felt longer than that. Alright guys, I'll head up.